Summary of the next update. The Microsoft Services Agreement Update, effective September 30th, 2024. The Microsoft Services Agreement covers the use of Microsoft's consumer products, websites, and services. By using these services, you agree to the terms outlined. Key areas include your privacy. Microsoft collects data from you and your devices, which they believe its use will provide, protect, and improve their services. Your content, such as communications, photos, and documents, can be processed by Microsoft as outlined in their privacy statement. Your content. You retain ownership of your content, but by sharing it through Microsoft services, you grant Microsoft a license to use it as needed to provide the services. If your content is shared publicly, it may be used for promotional purposes. Code of conduct. Users must comply with a set of rules prohibiting illegal activities, harassment, and other harmful behaviors. Violations can lead to suspension or termination of services. Service use. Microsoft accounts are required for many services, and inactivity for a specified period may result in account closure. Users must keep their account information accurate and secure. Third-party services. Microsoft services may allow access to third-party apps, and users are responsible for reviewing and agreeing to third-party terms and privacy policies. Risks to personal privacy. 1. Data collection and usage. Microsoft collects a wide range of data, including personal and content data. While they provide transparency in their privacy statement, the scope of data collection could be concerning for users who value privacy. 2. Content licensing. By using Microsoft services, you grant them a broad license to use your content. This includes the ability to retain, transmit, and display your content, which may raise privacy concerns, especially if the content is shared publicly. 3. Third-party interactions. The agreement allows for the integration of third-party apps, which may have different privacy policies. Sharing data with these apps increases the risk of privacy breaches if the third-party services are not adequately secure. 4. Account management. If you create an account on behalf of an entity or use a work school account, the organization may have access to your data, including communications and files, which could compromise your personal privacy. 5. Content review and enforcement. Microsoft's ability to review and moderate content, including automated systems, may lead to privacy concerns, especially if content is mistakenly flagged or accessed during enforcement actions. The updated Microsoft Services Agreement, effective September 30th, 2023, includes several notable changes with potential privacy risk. Key updates involve the expanded definition of your content, which now includes content generated through Microsoft's AI services. This raises privacy concerns as user-generated data through AI tools may be collected, stored, and analyzed by Microsoft, potentially increasing exposure to privacy breaches. Additionally, new terms clarify data sharing practices with third parties, particularly in services like Bing and Xbox, where user data may be shared with partners to enable certain features. https://www.microsoft.com My Services Agreement FAQ tps://www.microsoft.com US Services Agreement Updates. The services covered under the agreement span a broad range of Microsoft products, including OneDrive, Outlook, Com, and Xbox, with the integration of AI services and the merging of storage quotas between OneDrive and Outlook. Users should be aware of how their data is being used and stored across platforms. Overall, while these updates aim to provide clarity and enhance service functionality, they also introduce new privacy risks that users should carefully consider. The new Microsoft Services Agreement introduces several privacy risks that users should be aware of. 1. Expanded data collection and AI usage. The agreement now explicitly includes content generated through Microsoft's AI services. This means that when you use tools like Copilot or other AI-driven features, Microsoft collects and processes the data you input, potentially including sensitive information. This data could be used to train AI models, which, if not properly anonymized, could lead to unintended exposure or misuse of your personal information. 2. Broader data sharing with third parties. The updated agreement clarifies that data, including your personal content, can be shared with third-party apps and services. For example, when using Xbox or Bing, your data might be shared with Microsoft partners to enable certain features. This increases the risk of data being accessed or used by entities beyond Microsoft, potentially leading to privacy breaches or unauthorized use of your information. 3. Cross-service data integration. Microsoft has merged storage quotas between services like OneDrive and Outlook.com. While this might offer convenience, it also means that your data is more interconnected across platforms, increasing the risk of a breach in one service affecting your data in others. For example, a security issue in OneDrive could potentially expose data stored in Outlook.com. 4. Automated content moderation. The agreement allows Microsoft to use automated systems to review content for spam, malware, or other violations. While this is intended to protect users, it also means that your content could be monitored and analyzed by algorithms, raising concerns about privacy and the potential for false positives, where legitimate content is flagged and reviewed. These changes highlight the need for users to be vigilant about how their data is used across Microsoft's ecosystem and to carefully consider the implications of these new terms on their personal privacy. Please go read it yourself for a more in-depth understanding. Keep being vigilant.